Hi everyone, it's Miss Kristy from East Pennsylvania Library and I'm here for another virtual story time. Today we're going to read The Magic School Bus at the First Thanksgiving. We're going to read it a little differently this time because I'm going to share the pages of the book on the big screen and you'll be able to read along with me. So without further ado, let's get this book started. I am very excited. So let's take a look at the characters that we are going to be around in this story. Here is Mrs. Frizzle. And if you see, I have a hand here, and this is Liz. And down here you have Arnold and Ralphie and Keisha and Phoebe, Carlos, Tim, Wanda, and Dorothy Ann. And I'll remind you who these characters are as we start to read. So let's get the book started. The Magic School Bus at the First Thanksgiving. It's fun to be in Miss Frizzle's class. Funny things always happen. Tim says, "What will happen today?" And Phoebe says, "We can't guess." And Dorothy Ann says, "Yes, we can. Just look at her dress." It looks like a whole lot like Thanksgiving things are going to be happening. Today, we are making dinner. It will be just like the first Thanksgiving. That's when the native people and the pilgrims had a big feast. There was a lot of food at the first Thanksgiving. Keisha says that. And look down here, Arnold says, "There's a lot of food at our Thanksgiving." Who were the native people by Ralphie? Who were the pilgrims by Wanda? They were people who lived in England 400 years ago. Then only one kind of church was allowed. The pilgrims wanted to worship God in their own way, so they left England and came to America. And Ralphie's paper, who were the native people? They were a tribe that had lived in America for thousands of years. The tribe was called the Wampanoag. Wampanoag. Mrs. Frizzle writes a list of food. "Miss Frizzle, you forgot the pumpkin pie," Ralphie says. "There has to be pumpkin pie," Carlos said. "We always have it at Thanksgiving," says Phoebe. Dorothy Ann reads her book. "They didn't have pumpkin pie at the first Thanksgiving. Is that true, Mrs. Frizzle?" "Let's find out," says Mrs. Frizzle. "To the bus." "To the pie," the kids all say. We hop on the bus. Then something happens. The bus goes up in the air. We go back in time. I knew something would happen. Now it's almost 400 years ago. We fly over the ocean. We see a sailing ship. The ship is the Mayflower. It's carrying the pilgrims. The Mayflower is going to America. Why didn't we stay in America? The pilgrims are sailing. "We will sail too," says the Frizz. The bus turns into a bus Mayflower. Look at that. Oh my goodness. "I can't go, Miss Frizzle. I'll get seasick." "Too late, Arnold. We're all going." The trip is long and hard. What was it like on the Mayflower by Phoebe? It was crowded. The waves tossed the boat around. The food got rotten and full of worms. It was not fun. At last, we get to America. The native people see the pilgrims, but they stay in the woods. So here's the path the Mayflower took. And here's Mrs. Frizzle's bus. And here's the Mayflower. And look, they're putting people on a boat to bring them into the shore because they couldn't pull the big boat that close. It is winter already. The pilgrims build a big house. We have a bus house. It's getting cold. I think that is maybe Phoebe. I can't tell with her little hat on there. "Can we turn up the heat?" I know that's Ralphie. "No, but we can get more wood for the fire." So there's no heat. They have to get more wood. All winter, the pilgrims are cold. There's not much to eat. Lots of pilgrims get sick. Many of them die. Winter can be hard. Let's keep the fire going. At last it is spring. A native man comes to see the pilgrims. His name is Squanto. Welcome. Here's Squanto. You can speak English? Where did you learn? Ralphie asks, as the pilgrim's asking. Squanto's essay by Carlos. When he was a young man, Squanto was kidnapped by English soldiers. Then he lived in England, where he learned to speak English. Later, he found a way to come back to his home in America. The pilgrims work hard. Squanto shows them how to plant corn. He shows them how to hunt. We all help the pilgrims, too. Squanto knows a lot about living in America. And that's Wanda saying that now that she's dressed like a pilgrim. Put a fish in the hole. Then put in the seed. Fish makes the corn grow better? But it doesn't make it smell better. I never knew fish made corn grow better. When fall comes, there are 7 new houses, and there's a lot of food. The pilgrims saved the food for the winter. Here's a picture of them picking the vegetables. They had to do everything. They didn't have grocery stores for sure. This winter, we will have enough food, not like last winter. We're all thankful for that. Because remember that last winter, they didn't have enough food when they first came. The pilgrims plan a celebration. They cook food. They set up tables. Everyone works, even the children. Look, here they are digging for clams, cutting up eels. Doesn't sound like our Thanksgiving dinner. This is hard work. I thought cleaning my room was hard. Here they are carrying the water and they have to turn the spit. And here they are tending to the fires. They have to do a whole lot of work. We get a surprise. A native chief comes. He brings many people. Will there be enough to eat? Oh, look at all the people. The men go to hunt. They bring back 5 deer. Now there's enough food for everyone. Do you see any pumpkin pie? No. Keep looking. Remember, they went to find out if there was pumpkin pie. Did you know there were more native people than pilgrims at the first Thanksgiving? Wow. For 3 whole days, everyone eats delicious meals and they play games too. This is fun. Let's not go home after all. I'm too full to go anywhere. Here they have a shooting match with a bow and arrow. They play a game called double ball. I'm not sure what that is. That might be something you could do some research on. Blind man's bluff, ring and pin. Almost looks like the old way to play horseshoes. Maybe you can look up some of those games and find out what they were all about. For 3 whole days, though, they had a big feast and party and celebration. We see pumpkin stew, but we do not see pumpkin pie. DA was right. There was no pie at the first Thanksgiving. I don't have room for pie anyway. Dorothy Ann's right. I wouldn't either. Why No Pie by Ralphie. To make pumpkin pie, you need flour, fat, and sugar. You also need to bake it in an oven. The pilgrims had pumpkins, but they didn't have much flour and sugar. They didn't have ovens either, so they had boiled pumpkin, not pie. Mrs. Frizzle says it's time to go. We say goodbye to our new friends. Back to school, class. The bus is itself again. The next day, we make our own first Thanksgiving. There is no pumpkin pie, but we are still thankful. Look at all the things they're thankful for. Their family, their cat, their home, ice cream. I'm thankful for ice cream sometimes too. We have lots to be thankful for. Yes, I'm thankful we're back. Where will we go next? I'm not at liberty to say. How about that? I hope that you enjoyed our virtual story time, and I hope that you liked the way we read the book today. And I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks so much, and have a great day, everyone.